Let's dive into InTASC Standard 5, Application of Content. And if you've ever asked, when will I ever use this in real life? This is your standard. Let's start with the key statement. The teacher understands how to connect concepts and use differing perspectives to engage learners in critical thinking, creativity, and collaborative problem solving related to authentic, local, and global issues. In other words, we're not just learning about content. We're learning to do something with it. We're stepping into the world and saying, this knowledge lets me think, create, build, question, respond. And this is where our theory of understanding really shines, because it gives us the language to think not just about what we're teaching, but why, and what it lets learners do. Let's remember, understanding has purpose. I'd like to remind you that understanding isn't static. It has function and direction. Every concept is tied to a purpose, a what for. When we apply content, we're activating purpose. What's this for? What does it allow me to do? We're activating function. How does it work in context? What problems can it help solve? We're activating affordance. What opportunities does this open up for action, transformation, or expression? This is where understanding becomes alive and useful. Let's break it down. Performance. A teacher living out Standard 5 connects academic ideas to real-world problems, global, local, or personal. A teacher living out Standard 5 designs tasks where students think critically, create, and collaborate. A teacher living out Standard 5 encourages students to transfer knowledge across disciplines, bringing math into science, language into social justice, art into history. And a teacher living out Standard 5 fosters a sense of agency, so students see that their learning can make a real difference. From my point of view, this is about creating learning experiences where function and purpose are embodied. Students feel the why in their bones. We have essential knowledge. To do this well, you need to know how content connects to real problems and current events. How interdisciplinary thinking works, because life doesn't happen in subject area boxes. Strategies for teaching critical thinking, inquiry, creativity, and problem solving. This is the material and structure of meaningful application. Knowing where knowledge flexes, how it adapts, how it serves. Think of it like this. If content is a tool, you need to know what it can build, what it can fix, and even what it might break. And we have critical dispositions. This is where your mindset matters most. You believe learning should empower students, not just entertain or test them. You value student voice, perspective, and creativity in applying content. You see knowledge as incomplete without purpose. You don't teach just because. You're committed to making learning relevant, even if that means shifting your own thinking or stepping outside your comfort zone. I'd say that this is about embracing the idea that understanding doesn't live on paper. It lives in motion, in action, in real life. So some final thoughts. Here's the heart of Standard 5. Understanding isn't complete until it does something, until it helps someone act, decide, solve, express, or connect. So ask yourself, what does this concept let students do? What kind of real-world situations could this unlock for them? And how can I design learning experiences that activate that purpose? When we teach this way, content becomes more than knowledge. It becomes a way of engaging with the world. That's what education is for. And that's what this standard is all about.